Welcome back to Destination Now. Today, we're gonna take you around Cave Creek, Arizona. This is a place I hadn't heard of. It's actually a very neat little town. We're just north of Scottsdale and Phoenix. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. So we're gonna bring you around the town today and show you what Cave Creek's all about.
Wherever I go, I will always know everything I need is right here with me. It's time to let it all go.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
How can I help you?
We have a reservation for tomorrow night, and we got here a little early. I was hoping you guys would have another spot for us.
We
Maybe
do.
come in early. Thank you.
We're out here in Cave Creek, Arizona. We've set up camp at Cave Creek Regional Park, which we've grown to like over the last few days. It's a really cool campground out here. And today we're gonna go check out the Cave Creek Museum. Okay, we made it to the museum. We're about to head inside. So this museum has a $7 entrance fee for anybody over the age of 19 to 65 or 62 or something like that. And then I think if you're under 12, it's free. And if you're over that, you might get a senior discount.
Our museum started in 1970. Last year would have been our 150th anniversary of our town. It would have been our 50th anniversary. Of course, we didn't get to celebrate it. Kind of unusual that we have an archaeological and a history wing. This covers our prehistory Indian area, which are called the Hohokam or the Hohokam.
I think that means those who came before.
And they were here from about 700 to 1450, and then they mysteriously disappeared. It was probably drought, famine, mean next door neighbors. And then that area over there is our history wing that starts about 1850. That's when the white people got here. First, it was a military outpost between Fort Whipple and Fort McDowell. Once they were here, the prospectors started coming in. Although we did not have a settled Indian population here, they were all very transient. The Navajo and the Yavapai, they were all hunters.
General Stoneman was a general working with the cavalry, and it was very difficult for the Anglos to be in this area because the Native Americans were not very welcoming for obvious reasons. So Stoneman and his troops came through Cave Creek, and then on Christmas Day of 1873, actually at night, they circled back the cave. So there is a cave in Cave Creek, and there was a massacre that happened there. They killed, as I understand, about 9 Native Americans, and from that point, prospectors could come in. So in 1864, I think it was, William Rowe found some gold up on Continental Mountain. And that became the thing that attracted people to Cave Creek. And the mining really was most intense from about 1890 to 1900. Most of the money didn't come from the gold, it came from investors.
But when that didn't work out, then we had the homesteaders coming in, and the cattlemen, and the sheep herders. We were the largest sheep shearing station in Arizona. After that, we had the lungers. Arizona became known as a place to come for health because of the warm air and the sunshine. So tuberculosis and people who got mustard gas and everything like that. And we have the only known remaining TB cabin in Arizona. It's actually on the National Registry of Historic Places. After that, we had our dude ranches, which was a really fun period, but come the 70s, people didn't want to really do that kind of stuff anymore. And now Cave Creek's just an eclectic bunch of artists, motorcyclists, retirees, entrepreneurs, and people just entertaining themselves. These are all pieces of art that have been donated to the museum over the past 50 years. Nothing you'll see in the museum has been purchased. Everything has been donated or loaned to us.
One of my claims to fame is in 2009, we had 2 elections for the town council. And the first election, I didn't make it. In the second election, there were three of us. And I didn't make it again, but I had a tie score with another fellow. Arizona has a law called draw by lot. And draw by lot means that you have to have some procedure that has no skill whatever that's involved. So we both drew cards. I did not do very well, as you'll see in one of the displays. And so I had my picture on the front page of the New York Times as a loser. Not so good for me, but really just a part of the history of Cave Creek. It's a wonderful museum, and we're very proud. We're proud of the town, and it's just a great place to live. It's a tourist town, but we have people who really want to preserve the desert. One of our initiatives recently was called Dark Skies. So you can actually go out at night, particularly if you go a little ways north of town, and you can look up and find the Milky Way. So why don't you go in, take a look around the museum. We've talked about the archaeology wing that has some wonderful artifacts, many of which were collected here in Cave Creek.
Throughout our travels, we've seen many different artifacts from all kinds of ancestral groups. And while they lived in different areas and had their own unique cultures, it's very apparent that they're not much different from ourselves. They all had their own family domains and were just trying to do their best to thrive and survive.
In the history wing, we have a history that goes from the Anglo history, from when gold was discovered up until the present.
The Homestead Act of 1862 promised free land if you proved up and lived on the land for 5 years. This brought 109 homesteaders to the Cave Creek area.
Outside, we have a tuberculosis cabin where people used to come here for the cure.
The environment also brought people suffering from tuberculosis. Since the bacterial infection attacked the lungs, many city dwellers moved to the desert in search of relief. With no antibiotics to cure the disease until 1943, the warm, dry air was the only treatment with any success. Tuberculosis sanitariums housed these lungers so they could heal in the arid climate.
And we have a stamp mill outside that is the only stamp mill in, as far as I know, the United States. A stamp mill is to crush gold ore, and this thing weighs tens of tons. But the whole idea is you put your gold ore in there, these big stamps come down, they weigh hundreds of pounds each, it smashes up the gold ore, and then you take the gold ore, you run it over a table that has little grooves in it, and then if you're lucky, out of those grooves you're going to get some gold.
The Cave Creek Mining District produced around $5 million in today's currency. Hundreds of people passed through and only some were successful. Even fewer became permanent residents. It's a camping spot out here at the Cave Creek Regional Park. We've got a really nice one with a huge backyard. And we're just about ready to catch the sunset.
Trixie, what happened? What you got going on, poor baby girl? Man, don't step on that stuff, huh?
She walked through a whole bunch of them. They jumped off and got her.
Let me see your face. Come here.
His legs started to shake. I know.
Where's it at? Man, they're barbed.
Yeah, and she kept stepping down on it, so they kept going in farther. Try not to break off the ends. Almost done, baby.
girl.
But you can't step down right here. Oh, that broke. I need tweezers.
Sure did.
I need tweezers. I didn't check her other feet. I just carried her over here because I was getting attacked by the same bush. I need to get some of these observations on me. Too slippery.
Oh, did you get it?
I think that's it.
Sweet. It's either that or it's a hair.
That's a hair. That's cute.
Oh, nice.
I broke that one off from this one.
Yeah, she had one right here.
No, because when I turned around, she was trying to pull him out of her foot, and it was sticking in her face, and I was like, oh no! That's why I was holding onto her foot.
Thank
every
you,
time
Mommy.
you put it down, you get more in your face.
All Daddy want to do is hold the camera.
She just wants to poop it too. That way we learn. You can watch the video over and over again.
She's learning. Good girl. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you could, please give the video a like, subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. Just want to take an opportunity to tell you about our new Patreon.
Your support through our Patreon will help us bring better content to you.
Links in the description. Head on over there and buy us a mile. Thanks for your support.
Good morning. Yesterday while we were at the Cave Creek Museum, we were talking to a few of the folks there, and they told us there was a hike we had to do. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna bring you guys along. It's called Jewel of the Creek. And we're not sure where it takes us, but we do know it's about 4 miles off the main highway. It's gonna be a good time. So here we are at Spur Creek Conservation Area, and we're gonna take the 3-mile hike to Jewel Creek, I believe it's called. So that should be fun. We heard it's the best view in Cave Creek. It looks like there's a $3 entry fee for 16 and over to come through here, cash only. So we'll see if our camping pass gets us in, because it's part of Cave Creek Regional Park. If not, we'll go back and get some cash. So good news, our Cave Creek camping pass, the RV park, gets us in here for free, so good tip. Just walking along this trail, and all of a sudden you're just dwarfed by these giant squirrel cactus. It's pretty crazy. It's like a forest of cactus. We decided to take the Dragonfly loop. That's the one that was recommended to us. It's a 3.5-mile loop around, and it looks like it starts and stops at Jewel Creek. I didn't see a creek though. We'll have to investigate that a little further. No, it rained all last week, but it's all gone now. But there are some massive cacti out here.
We found water, Trixie dog. Watch her just cross it.
You gonna use the bridge? You're just gonna walk across. It's cold.
I think I was calling it Jewel Creek. Let's go to the Jewel of the Creek. Come on, Trixie. I have to say, the minute we changed direction to the Jewel of the Creek, it forgot we were in a desert. It's very green and rocky and muddy, and there's water flowing, so you hear babbling brook. It's kind of neat. So we just stumbled upon an old abandoned mine over here. We're gonna take a peek inside. It's got some barbed wire on it. Stay out, stay alive.
thought she was about to give you a kiss back. I was like, yes!
I think that's it for the Dragonfly Trail and the Jewel of the Creek. But that was an awesome hike. I really enjoyed that. It was very pretty, super diverse. Never expected there to be so much out here. At our back door here at the Cave Creek Regional RV Park, there is a bunch of trails that go up and through the hills. We're gonna do the Clay Mine Trail today. I think it's 1 mile. We're just gonna try and get to the top of the mountain so we can get a great sunset viewpoint. This old abandoned clay mine out here originally was dug for gold. When they couldn't find gold, this woman, Layla, purchased it and discovered the clay inside was actually a cure for dysentery. So she started selling the clay. We want to thank you for watching another episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button for us. If you haven't already, subscribe so you'll never miss another episode. And we'll see you next Tuesday on another adventure.
Later. Thanks for watching. He likes my camera.